whatsoever. Brett Brown telling us it's just going to be a feeling out process in terms of how he's doing running up and down the floor. And look at what we got for you. Here's the mask. This is what he's going to be wearing tonight. There are just 2 of them. It took them 20 iterations to get to this one. A couple of things. This is incredibly light. Now you see it's a little bit darker in color. That's a carbon, which makes it even stronger than plastic. And then interestingly enough, there's this cover over the eyes. That's to protect the orbital bone there. So the Sixers confident that there's no way he can go out there and re-enter the eye. But guys, you gotta wonder how comfortable it will be to play with this all night long.
Wow, before Joel Embiid gets his legs underneath him and gets his basketball game going, but I like the energy he's playing with.
Embiid the answer, he can do that. Quiets down this crowd.
I can't make a land, but I'll knock down a 3 for you.
He's got that villain look with that mask on. He already was elevating into superhero step. Dragic sets up Johnson, looking inside, right back to Johnson from right side, and it's blocked by Embiid. And he's running the floor. The big man is on the move. Very entertaining first half in Miami for Game 3. Embiid clears himself, and he challenges Olynyk. Count the basket, and 1 for Joel Embiid. Here, home teams winning both games. Embiid will fire a 3, and he rattles one home. Second made three-pointer of the night for Joel Embiid. Second block for Winslow. He's got 19 points, 8 rebounds. Here's Embiid with Johnson on him. Oh my goodness, tough shot. Joel Embiid uses the bank. He had a chance to go up double digits. They led by 11 in the first quarter. Embiid for 3, yes sir! That is a big one, Joel Embiid.
Then now he's out there, and Johnson's a really good defender. He's up in his grill. There's really not a airspace for Embiid, but he just rises up at 7-2 and shoots it over.
There's been a lot of talk about Embiid and what he was able to contribute in Game 1. A turnover right away for Miami in their first possession. Brett Brown telling us he was not surprised about Embiid's defense. Sixers get it organized now. Embiid banging his way on a right side, little jump hook, and he draws the foul. Count the basket. Embiid hit 3 threes in Game 3, which was his first ever playoff game Thursday. That is denied and destroyed by Joel Embiid.
Slow down the turnovers. They had a couple here.
Adebayo gives it up, and it's blocked by Embiid. Up ahead, Simmons, chased by Richardson. Simmons gets his own miss and scores the basket, and we are tied at 83. Wade up and over, looking for Whiteside. Embiid there with another block. Well, how about the read, too, to cover Whiteside instead of Wade? Embiid misses the second. 6-point game. Dragic on the push, and it is swatted by Embiid. Boy, that was a major rejection. Dragic thought he was hit on the arm.
That's a heck of a block, but by Joel Embiid.
Wade has scored the last 7. Redick wide open. Big shot, J.J. Redick.
Intimidate shots and block shots in the paint, plus his rebounding helps his team so much defensively.
Embiid going to the hole. He draws the foul. Count the basket. Ilyasova dumps it into Embiid. Adebayo and Embiid. Embiid powers his way in. Two-handed jam. Rocking the rim. And Dwayne Wade with Bellinelli on him. A lot of dribbling. He's on the way in. Embiid blocks it. Got a chance for one more shot here if you're Philadelphia. Spoelstra some nice minutes. This Miami team, a very balanced scoring team. There's Embiid, springs free. Great passing by the Sixers. Ilyasova sets him up beautifully. Richardson in foul trouble, also dealing with an injured shoulder. Embiid, a lot of activity on Whiteside, and he hits a spinning, one-footed fadeaway jumper at 7 feet tall.
Long move by James Johnson.
First field goal of the game for James Johnson on his second attempt. Up top, Embiid from Simmons.
No. Oh, he's got a little guy on him.
Joel Embiid all the way to the rim, scores!
Had Dragic on him, and he wanted that ball.
We just need to play defense. We need to try to get shots without turnovers. It's very simplistic, but that's how I see it. And I think that if we do that here at home.
Still a work in progress. McConnell's done an excellent job in that backup role, and Embiid, that was easy. Playoff high in Game 7, picks up right where he left off.
Boy, you're not lying. That last game, as you see, Joel Embiid, who can make that three. Boy, walked down and just stared.
Tracks presented by Hulu. Brad Stevens and Brett Brown. Brett Brown, a New Englander from Portland, Maine, as Embiid out of the timeout hits a shot. An adjustment that was made in Game 4 for Brett Brown against Miami. And Embiid, who has plenty of skills away from the basket. And Boston getting him from Detroit, first year with the Celtics. Embiid gets some space and knocks it down. Don't forget American Express halftime report coming up momentarily. Embiid gets to the hole, takes the contact, and Smart is down by the stanchion. Draws a crowd as he always does. Embiid just drew one foul in that first half and scores over Horford this time. At home in the playoffs, those 4 home wins for Boston against Milwaukee. Here's Embiid out of the timeout and strong to the basket. Joel Embiid back inside to Embiid. Baines on him. And Embiid another spin and scores. And he's come out after that timeout with purpose here in the last 2 Philadelphia possessions. Embiid has Baines on him again, and Joel Embiid. Wow, pretty little flip to the basket. Larkin on the drive, and Larkin comes up short. Embiid camping on the other end, and he'll throw it down. Horford shot 43% from behind the arc this season. Back-to-back games scoring 26, which matches a career high. Embiid up and over the head.
Drives early. You just can't settle for those contested threes like that.
Covington misses the layup. Embiid misses the putback. This time it goes, and a foul. Quarter in this postseason, matching up against Milwaukee, and now the second game against Philadelphia as Embiid gets his own and just bullies his way in as Baines hits the deck. One-on-one. Baines guarding Embiid. Turnaround jump shot is good. Man. In game 1, been a much different story here tonight. He's hit all 3 of his threes. Brown has it denied by Joel Embiid. Simmons with Brown, knocked it out of his hands. Right to Embiid. On his way in, Embiid throws it down with 2 hands.
Wow. How about the agility of Joel Embiid?
Since that time, Boston has outscored them 50-20. As Embiid, coming out of that timeout, answers for Philadelphia. Jason Tatum has 15 points, 10 of those coming in the quarter. Joel Embiid, and he draws the contact and rattles one home. Count that. Redick held his ground. McConnell on the push, gives it up. Redick to Embiid. McConnell hits the deck. Embiid for 3, rattles one home. The big man with the big touch.
No matter how he's playing, he's going to have to learn how to, rev up his motor and start helping this team.
Here's Embiid. Nice shot, Joel Embiid.
Now Saric, talk about the struggles of Simmons. Saric has not shot the ball well. They go to Embiid on the opening possession, and he scores. I'm going to say that was a 2-foot on the line, although I saw one official signal 3. For the Celtics, they wanted an offensive foul, and Embiid did not get the call. Embiid thought about trying it, now puts it on the floor. Great screen by Simmons on Horford, and Embiid has 6 points now, but got it back. Sixers have missed 10 shots outside the paint, but inside all 7 of their baskets have come in the lane, and it's a 3-point game. Had to drive on McConnell, but TJ held his ground. Boston now 3.5 minutes without a field goal. Embiid comes over and gets a piece of that. Here's Bellinelli, the trailer 3, got it! Well, it's the unwillingness and the inability as well. Turnover, though, by Boston. Now Simmons in transition. What a pass to Embiid! My goodness! Posterizes Baines, and the foul!
This is no phantom of the process. This is a man of the process. My goodness.
Ninth point. Saric caught fire in that second quarter. Here's Covington, and another slam by Embiid. The other end, 0 for 7, 0 for 5 from 3. Here's Embiid going at Baines. Embiid gets deep, and a nice maneuver around him with the right hand to flip it up and home. See if Embiid tries to get Baines to foul out. Embiid attacking, beautiful move, what great feet. And then he chatters his way down the court, staring at his defender. Saric on Smart. And Smart deflects it. Embiid inside gets an easy 2. We're even again at 77. So it's a 2-point lead for Boston. 3.5 to go. Embiid drive, gets past Horford. Oh, he stuffs it on him. Trust this.
Game inside 3. Joel Embiid, Mr. Process.
Now he's got to go to work. He's got to create a good shot for himself or someone else.
And Embiid working Horford down deep, scores it to the approval of Robert Covington. Gives Boston so many weapons in so many areas of the floor, not to mention what he does defensively. That time Embiid hits one over Aaron Baines. Back to Embiid again. Redick gives it up. Embiid, throw it down. Gives it back to him. Covington for 3. Ilyasova the offensive board. No. Another offensive board and a hammer down by Joel Embiid.
The Celtics need a timeout. I hope. Oh, here it's coming right now. Yeah. Again, Philadelphia. Joel Embiid is given.
Trying to get this series to Boston for Game 5 on Wednesday. Down 3-0 in the series. Up top, Embiid flushes it home. Sixers are 7 out of 10 from inside the paint thus far. 14 points. And Embiid hits the first mid-range jumper of the game for the Sixers. Ends up as an empty possession. Cleared out for Embiid. Double team comes, and Joel Embiid knocks it down as he hits the deck in Philadelphia on Monday night. 20 points and 4 assists. Embiid all the way in, scores at the rim. He's having a great second quarter here in his first start since he was injured in Game 7 against Milwaukee. Embiid knocks another mid-range down for the Sixers. Hasn't missed. Back inside, Embiid with Baines on him. And he's got another one, this time from the left side. That mid-range is on point for Joel Embiid. Posted up Baines. Tatum with the help, spins away from it, and a foul. And it goes. A chance at 3 for Joel Embiid. Iconic franchises in the NBA and a bunch of new faces as Embiid backs down and scores easily. And that's something that Philadelphia needed here, Kevin. So Rozier now with 13. And Embiid receiving in from Ilyasova. Embiid out. Lane is open. Tatum. Crossover. Take it on Embiid. Not this time. Joel Embiid destroys one. Smart gives it to Tatum. Passed up a 3. Now on the drive. And Embiid with the block. Rozier gets it to Horford. Philadelphia on the move. Back the other way. Joel Embiid, a Euro step and a finger roll. Wow, 7 foot plus.
Oh my goodness, is that guy athletic or what? Oh.
In some threes this series, he shot a set shot, so that's something to watch here.
Embiid for Tyler Hero, the 6th man of the year. Embiid got a running start and just juked right around Dedmon.
This move in transition with this step, that dribble move to the Euro, that's Giannis-esque. And I know Joel does that, but to me that just sort of epitomizes a Giannis Euro move. The Heat scored 1.18 points per possession. And you see Joel Embiid's impact. They're sitting here with 34 points on the board. At using his body to create that separation at the last second.
Embiid finds Green wide open. Another 3 for Danny Green. Harden back in, playing with 4. Embiid, able to snake his way to the rim. Plus the foul.
One of the first things you got to bring up is his footwork. Look at that little shimmy. His ability to face up, go either way, and play out of that jab step. And obviously play through contact.
Embiid, a lot of contact with Adebayo. Got it to go, plus the foul.
To read the individual defender and time it so that he draws the foul in his shoe. Moran is a descriptor of his game and personality, and Maxey has that too. He's fearless.
Embiid, the
rejection.
The guy spent the last 8 days watching Champions League and FaceTiming Doc.
Embiid comes up with a steal. I wonder if Doc will get him out of here.